Hello, welcome to Sacred Streaming. It's another Monday, boys.
Oh,
It's another Monday. How are you, Colin?
oh, oh. I'm good. I had a good weekend. How about you? How's life?
Oh, dude, jam-packed weekend. I have one small story for you
Oh, please.
to start the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember a few months ago on Sacred, I mentioned how there's a guy around Butler that has become quite locally famous for
Yeah.
filming weird shit? And he's like this dude with dreads that he has like a character that he puts on that he's like a hick guy.
He's a white guy with dreads.
Yes.
Controversial.
Yes. And I mentioned that like this guy is Boofers of Butler is his name on Facebook. That if I'm ever in a car accident, the audience will be able to see it all because he'll be there with his phone, be like, "Hey guys, it's Boofers of Butler here. There's a car wreck down on Main," and he'll be filming me. My guts will be spilled out. So Friday, I mentioned the food truck event, and lo and behold, who do I see there? Him, the Boofers of Butler guy. I'm with my buddy Jason. Jason, very outgoing guy, not like me at all. We get along great, but he's like, "Dude, I gotta go get a picture with him. Come with me." I'm like, "Okay." So we go. We talk to this guy, and he gets a picture with him. And he's like, "Oh, I gotta get a picture with you too. I like putting this on the page or whatever." I was like, "Okay, cool." So I get a picture with the Boofers of Butler guy, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm on a podcast, and I've mentioned to you that if I'm ever in a wreck, that you'll be there to film it." And he's like, "Oh, cool." Anyway, I gotta show you this guy's a video of this black guy that threatened to beat me up. He pulls out his phone. He's like, "Oh yeah, this was down at the Papa John's," and he shows this video of this guy that was like apparently beating up some girl at the Papa John's. And I was like, man. So all that being said, I'm gonna do this very lo-fi. Here's the picture of me
Yeah, that guy rules.
and the Boofers of Butler guy.
That rule. The way you played him a little bit. Michael loves the meme of the guy who. You ever see the meme of the guy playing bongos and he's like, "I'm playing bongos on a stage with the band," or like he just like snuck up on the band and he looks like David Jaffe, but he kind of actually looks like that guy instead.
Oh,
Micah, if you're oh, she's working out. She probably won't be here.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that.
It's so funny, man, because the guy looks like David Jaffe actually, but now he kind of looks like a mix between that guy and David Jaffe.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion.
So yeah, that was fun. Friday, Saturday night, marathon. Took out the compiler. I'm done for now.
That's it. It's over.
We finally did it. It was very hard. I'm trying to compile, no pun intended on that. I'm trying to figure out my thoughts because I was thinking like, it took me 200 hours to beat the final endgame content thing. I kind of think that's a problem. Like, I think that it's too... I've done it, and I know people have done it in way less hours, certainly. But as I always say, exceptionally average marathon player, 200 hours in order to get to and do the end game in the span of 2.5 months. How can anyone normal do that? Unless, I don't know, maybe progress will carry over. But so I did that, and that's about it. So
Very
eventful weekend.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's exciting.
Thank you. It was
Very exciting for you.
Me, Pork, and Brad on this one.
And Brad. Did Chris do it by himself or with some other party?
I don't know. So normally, based on the times we play, when I've been playing Marathon, it's been with Brad and Pork. So me, Pork, and Brad have done most of it together. I'm not opposed to doing it again with Chris because Chris and I and Pork attempted for 4 or 5 hours straight that one stream, and it was not going well. So we can maybe try to do it again on a stream. I don't know. I was telling you before the stream started, it's like I feel free right now because I needed to do that.
Free as a bird now?
Yes, I'm very, very free.
As it was once said.
I can move on.
By Leonard Skinner, right? I think so.
That is Leonard Skinner, indeed. Yeah.
Leonard Skinner. What a band.
What a band.
Dustin Furman, what a man.
Thank you. Thank you.
What did I do this weekend? Well, I'm doing a little bit of, I'm a pretty neat person. Like I like living in a neat, clean environment.
Sure.
I've always been able to contain that because you had your bedroom as a kid, and then you have like maybe your dorm room, and then you have like an apartment or a room in an apartment. So you have like some shared space, and you get an apartment, and it's all so like slowly it grows over time, and you're always able to keep up with it. And our house is totally neat, except for Micah's room. Micah's room's a disaster, but that's her. She can do whatever she wants in there. I don't care. Micah's office, I should say. We share a bedroom as we're married.
Sure.
But you like, so you clean up and you vacuum and you dust it, you can, but you really got to get into it every so often. You know what I mean? Like you got to go and like get the step stool and go and take everything off the shelves. And so I've just been slowly like over the last week I did all of the upstairs, like going into the laundry room and like moving shit and like scrubbing everything and doing all that. So that's what I've been doing. So, and I clean the carpets upstairs. I love cleaning the carpets.
It is satisfying.
I have a nice little carpet cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to see it?
Sure. I have to look over here. My monitors are set up weird. Colin is going and getting the carpet cleaner. How's everybody in the chat today? Justice for Chris. Chris will have his justice. Okay, here's the... Oh! Bissell. Shout out Bissell.
Very nice.
I had a little green machine, which I believe is Bissell. Colin cannot hear me, so I'm just talking to the chat. And it died. So I currently do not have a carpet cleaner. He has returned.
It's pretty cool, right?
I was telling the chat, I used to have the little green machine, which I think is Bissell. And it died. So I currently have no carpet cleaner.
Like you like to clean the carpets in your house?
Well, we needed one out of necessity for a while because Frisk took exceptionally long to potty train. And so we needed to, clean up her pee. But now
we have a handheld one as well that we use for some of those problems as well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Your house is hardwood downstairs.
Yeah, right? We only have carpet
upstairs, which is what I do too. Same thing. I love carpets.
Me too.
Very American, apparently. I'm not saying rugs. I'm saying like wall-to-wall carpeting.
Yeah.
But I like the carpet upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Downstairs, we usually take our shoes off downstairs and stuff like that anyway. But like, I don't care if people are on the hardwood floor; they just clean them, whatever. It doesn't matter. Upstairs, it gets a little crazier, So you got to really like. And it's so satisfying when you take the dirty water. I just dump it in the toilet.
Yeah. Oh, it's so gross.
And it's like, damn. I know it is, but it's like, this is so crazy because it's clean. I vacuum this. Everything's clean and pristine. Then that's the last thing you do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, damn. There's a lot of, but when I got Rush and we moved in here, they both potty trained pretty well, but Rush had this weird thing. You know how dogs do like the little squirt pees, not like really peeing, but they just like, Blop.
Oh yeah.
He would do that upstairs on the corners.
Oh yeah.
And I noticed that like after a few days of him doing it.
Yeah. Professional noticer.
I noticed everything.
Sure.
And Micah was making fun of me because we were just dating at the time, and she would come stay with me from Massachusetts, and I was like on the ground. Like if you really get down into the carpet, like you can see below the piles, you see like the actual bottom of the rug and stuff like that, and like spread them apart. And I carpet cleaned everything, and then I had Q-tips, and I was going and getting all the rest of it like between all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I did a great job because God, that would be the worst. The last thing you want is for your house to smell.
Oh yeah.
Because you become nose blind to it.
Yes.
So you got to constantly keep everything clean and neat, get the food out of there, throw the garbages out, and keep the windows open sometimes. I had a nice cross breeze. I had the window here. I had the window in the loft and the hallways, all of them just fucking going wild up here.
Right.
It's
a weird experience. Like if you're away from your house for, let's say, at least a week, and you come back and the nose blindness is gone. Thankfully, I've never come back and been like, oh, my house smells bad. Mm-hmm. And there's also a smell of like this place has been vacant for a week. It's kind of unsettling, maybe.
I was surprised by how long my house kept its new house smell. I want to say it kept it for like 2 to 3 years. And there's still like 1 or 2 rooms, like the Harry Potter closet. You go in and you're like,
oh, fresh.
It's interesting. Fresh. The lumber and all. Right now, the yard smells like mulch.
Oh.
Dude, the backyard's done, by the way.
Very
I still have
nice.
to plant some things, and the pool liner needs to be put in, so the pool's just full of like dirty water. But dude, it looks so fucking good.
Hell yeah.
It looks so good. I'm like, oh my goodness, you guys killed it. I paid a fortune for it, so I hope so.
Yeah.
But I couldn't look at it the way there was nothing wrong with the way it was before. I've never really showed pictures of it. I don't think I have an in-ground pool in the backyard, and then we had the pool company fucking sucked. I originally asked for stamped concrete. You know what stamped concrete is?
No. No idea.
It's like the more gray concrete that they stamp it to look like brick. It's very common.
Oh, okay.
It's like much more. If base concrete's kind of like, okay, then that's kind of like nice. You know, so these guys were total shysters and losers. I hated these motherfuckers. And I've told all the stories about this in the past. So they just put concrete in, like normal concrete. And I'm like, all right, like that's not what I wanted. The problem is that like it looks a little cheap, in my opinion, and it gets dirty really easily. Get to power wash it and shit like that, which I already have to do with like my driveway. So I wanted to like amortize this cost for at least a few years. Micah was getting really tired of me because I would constantly complain. I'm like, I fucking hate this. I hate this. Like I paid all this money, for this shit, and they didn't do it right. So finally, I'm very friendly with a guy who owns a hardscaping business around here, and it's a landscaping business too. But and he's a really nice guy. Micah makes fun of me because we're like really friendly. Where she's like, you have a crush on him or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And
romance.
Right, yeah, we have good conversations. He's really into music and all the rest. And so I was like, finally, I'm like, all right, finally, I'm going to just bite the bullet. This is going to be very painful. Not only like realistically, because they're going to have to tear everything out, but I'm going to have to just cough up as much money as I've already paid basically to just do this again, because it's like, and that makes me want to fucking kill someone. And people ask, like, why didn't you like sue the other company or whatever? I'm like, well, they delivered a finished pool. They never asked for the last 10% of their money because they knew they fucked everything up. And I would have had to spend a lot of money to sue them. Other people sued them, as I understand.
Oh.
So anyway, in like mid-April, they started just destroying it. Like, they came in. First of all, my lawn's like pristine, right? But they have to bring like the heavy machinery onto the lawn. So they put the wooden boards down and drive over them. So flattened, fucked up my lawn, that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, got to do it.
Yeah, you got to do it. And then they rip all the concrete out. They're getting these guys are so, I was so fascinated watching them. I felt a little bad. You're like on the deck, like,
yeah, you're like,
and you feel like you're like, I'm like, I don't really want to be out there. So then I started spying them on my cameras instead. So we got all the concrete ripped out. Great. Everything's fine. We already like everything passed its inspection. So everything like back in the day. So everything's fine. And then they start doing their thing. And then slowly it all starts coming together. My vision that I had in my head for this thing like the whole time. So we skipped the whole stamped concrete and we went to pavers. Now that's fancy as fuck. And this is what we were talking about, when I would show the magazine, ask people for their advice and their impressions of things. And it's so complicated placing them down. Got to use like the geogridding and the levels are constantly out. And but it was so fascinating. So anyway, it's all done. And we got these beautiful pavers around the pool and yeah, man. And so you remember you've been in the pool, the footprint would be concrete all the way around the pool.
Yeah.
I got rid of all of the concrete all the way around the pool. And basically the pavers just go right up to the stairs, a little bit to this way, a little bit to this way. And then everything else is going to be flower beds around the pool.
I was
going to do
bees.
Love bees.
Bees in the pool.
Bees in the pool. This is one of the things that they were concerned about because it's a very Long Island, old school Long Island thing to put a pool in the middle of the field with just grass around it. We've talked about that. That's like the rich person thing on Long Island to do. I like when I would go to like a friend's house that like had good money, like that's what their pool would be like, which I think is so dope. Like you literally just walk up to this thing in the middle of the grass. And they were like, I ended up not doing that because my yard's not nearly big enough to make that even look good. But they were like, you're gonna get things in the pool. And I'm like, the pool is closed for like 8.5 months. Nothing's getting in. They're like, the leaves are gonna fall off the trees and get in the pool. I'm like, the leaves are gonna die in 2.5 months after the pool's closed.
Yeah.
So it took a little bit of cajoling, a little bit of convincing. Got some new butterfly bushes back there. I got to figure out what kind of annuals do I want to use? What kind of perennials do I want to use? That's it.
Yeah. In-ground pools, they're not very common around here. Almost every pool that I went, like when I was a kid, like you go to a friend's house or something, all above ground pools. which is nice. They can be nice.
I don't mind an above ground pool. In fact, the above ground pool is the great venue for one of the fun childhood games. Do you know what I'm going to say?
No.
The whirlpool.
Oh, whirlpool. Yes. I
You
don't
can,
know. Is that a game or an action?
well, I mean, it's like a thing. It's a thing
you
do. Let's
do in
call
the
it a thing.
pool.
You do
Sure.
a task,
Yeah.
and you could fuck your pool up bad doing that. If like the centrifugal force
Yeah.
of you, like my friends and I at my friend Cody's house used to do that down the street from me, and we would literally be talking and just sticking around, walking in a circle, just slowly walking in a circle for an hour, and then you just stop and you just start getting. It's so funny, man. It's so. But yeah, when I was too young, like Dagan would remember, but we've had my parents had 3 houses, like one small house with just Dagan, then they had like a bigger house where we all lived, and I was born into that house. And there we had an above ground pool, but I was 2 when we moved from that house.
Mm.
And then we moved into a new house, like a new build my dad had made, and that had an in-ground pool.
Mm.
And in-ground pools are common on Long Island, but I don't know if it's the money thing. I grew up middle class, but obviously Long Island's pretty wealthy, generally. Because there's in-ground pools in a lot of different places. I think it is culture. Like Florida is fucking littered with in-ground pools.
Right.
You know, Los Angeles is littered with in-ground pools. So I think it's just maybe it's like also like the clay or like the what you know, we have sand on Long Island, so maybe it's that. But yeah, I always wanted to replicate that. The reason I wanted, listen, I've never let go of my childhood ever, never going to. That's a deep connection. And I told you too, remember, like you can do all these things. You can do like the ceramic or not ceramic, but like a shell pool or like concrete, like nicer things. I'm like, no, I want the vinyl.
Yeah.
You give me the vinyl now. And that's what they did.
Very good.
Yeah.
I made a small house upgrade this weekend. My air conditioner's back. If you can maybe see it in the shot.
Yeah, I see it. Gotta get that going.
My last one was recalled. I got, I don't know, a little over $250 for the recall on it. I bought this one. It is the same model, only the recall is fixed, and it was $230.
So you got a little bit of something.
I got a little something out of it, and I'm set.
That was when we had to cut the cord, right? Like literally.
Cut the cord?
Yeah, usually when you do those kinds of things, you have to like destroy you have to like do something like that.
No,
fucks it up.
I literally had to. They mailed me a box, and I had to schedule someone to pick it up.
Jesus Christ, they were asking for them back.
They
and
wanted
that's how
them
bad
back.
The recall was.
Mm-hmm. They wanted them back. Apparently, it was something that they could grow. Some units were growing mold in them. I don't think that happened to me, but I mean, it could explain a lot if it was. So yeah, they fixed it, and it's it's nice. It sucks because I have air conditioning in my house, but this room is very well insulated, and I also have all my equipment in this room.
Wait, so you have central air?
I guess it's central. I mean,
It goes through vents.
It comes through vents, yeah.
Interesting. Well, I asked that only because your house is really old.
Yeah, I mean it's not like ideal. Like it just goes through like what was originally the heat vents, and so it has to work extra hard and push the air out. But and part of it not being ideal, there is one vent, and it's under this desk right by me, and upstairs the AC it doesn't have enough power to like push it all the way up here. So it works decently well in the other rooms upstairs, but this room, it just sucks. So I have to have this, or I would die. It would be so hot. Like today in particular it's 86 degrees outside.
Oh yeah, it's hot. It's 92 here.
So
it's getting hot. Like it was uncertain and isn't it an El Nino year?
I've been seeing something like they're like, this is the craziest El Nino for the last 100 years or something.
And then there's La Nina as well, but I guess that's different years. I'm no meteorologist, you know. Like Benjamin Franklin was the one that figured out the jet stream or whatever, which is weird. By the way, what was the? Hold on a second. Yeah, right. I was telling Micah, this really pissed me off. I had a fact. And it was so interesting. And I knew Micah didn't know it, but she was just nonplussed by it. And it was that when the Mayflower Indians, in the 1620s or whatever it was, went to Massachusetts Bay Colony, they've encountered Indians right? Obviously, not many, because a lot of them had died, and that was because the plague had already, or like that they weren't. It wasn't the plague, but it was the different diseases. They encountered an Indian that spoke English,
Hmm.
and that was Squanto, I think, and that was apparently from the Jamestown settlement that happened a couple of decades earlier, and then people had to learn the language or whatever. And I was like, isn't that fucking crazy? And she just didn't give a shit.
Hmm.
They walk off the boat and they found an Indian who spoke English.
Very convenient.
I think it's one of the great facts of all time, if I'm
Hmm.
being honest with you. It's like one of the greatest facts you've ever heard.
Well,
And she was just dead faced.
let me hold on. I'm trying to understand. Because you said the Mayflower Indians. Do you mean the Mayflower Pilgrims? So the Mayflower Pilgrims
met the Mayflower met the Plymouth Indians,
and one of them
the
spoke English.
Wampanoag or whatever the fuck they were called. And what'd you say?
And
one of them spoke English.
But he learned it from the Jamestown. How much
Right.
earlier was the Jamestown
Like
settlement?
20 years earlier. And I don't think it might not have even been him. Like someone had maybe even taught it to him. Like he could speak it. I just think that's fucking crazy. Like they must have been like, what? Like it, because they first of all, they when they dude, it's so interesting to read about what was going on with the Mayflower. Like they landed there and they were barely anyone. They found almost nobody at first. They found like abandoned villages, like fallow fields of like crops that like were not being, and it was because the diseases from the Jamestown settlement were slowly working their way through the Indian population over the few decades and were killing everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a major reason why I think that they found they're like, we'll stay here. And then slowly like the remnants started making themselves seen. And one of them spoke English and Micah just didn't care.
Hmm.
She didn't care.
Hmm. I would say it's interesting. I don't know if it's one of the greatest facts of all time.
Give me a better fact than that.
If there was, okay, here's why.
Yeah.
If it's like there's a clear connection on how some roundabout way he learned English. If it was just like somehow he knew English,
that would be fucking crazy.
That would be then it would be one of the facts of all times.
And then
but you can draw the line here,
And then you have to assume, because this is I always dealt with this when I studied history, but this is a common thing, is like people lie. So then you have to like wonder. It's like, did the guys like that were chronicling this just lie about this? Because that's insane. How could that be? But because of the connection to Jamestown, I don't know. I just think that's so funny. And also, like, without a shared language, how do you even teach each other the language? That's the other interesting thing.
Yeah.
People back in antiquity used to teach each other through Latin or through Greek, right? So like you ba, ba, ba. But now it's just like boom, 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 boom. And then you just have the syntax and the grammar and everything. That doesn't make any sense. I don't get that either. That's all we have today for Sacred Streaming.
Goodbye.
It's an incredible fact, though. I saw someone say that the Spanish were there first. They were there first in the Southeast, by the way, termite. But they were in the Southeast. That's where DeSoto, there's a whole nother thing, man. Do you know about like the DeSoto's whole trip into the middle of the country for like years? Like there's all this shit that like no one talks about and this was before way before Jamestown. Like through Florida. And then they just like went off and then ended up all the way down in Mexico. And they were gone for like years. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that?
Just out with the boys.
No one had ever been there, like of there, no Europeans. It's like they just went way into the interior.
Yeah.
That must have been wild, dude.
Who are the two dudes that mapped the US? Why am I blanking?
Lewis and
Clark. There was someone trying to make a game about Lewis and Clark, but I don't know if it ever came out or if it was very good. I think it was a Kickstarter, but that could be a cool game.
I had an idea for a story. It wasn't a game about Lewis and Clark, where I have a fucking million ideas that I've written down for stories that I'll never write, but like where they find something crazy.
Oh, they find
basically everything is the same, but like when they go, they find some fucking insane thing. I don't know. I don't know like what it is. It would be like, I had a few ideas. It could be like something modern. It could be like something mega ancient. It could be something supernatural, religious. But like that, yeah, they go and they're gone for a while and they come back and everything's the same. Like, so they go and they come back in the same period of time, but like everything that happened was different. Would be pretty cool.
They find like the origin of Marathon. They find a temple that buried deep beneath there is a eldritch being sleeping,
Mm.
and they have to fight this being.
Because Lewis and Clark's fascinating. I've read a lot about Lewis and Clark. I've always been interested in that. But it was like by the time St. Louis was like an outpost at that time, they knew the Pacific was there. They understood from Indians and stuff and from all because like one of them I don't know. I think Meriwether Lewis was like the lead, as I recall, and he did like years of research, and so they were like relatively well prepared. They understood there was like a major mountain range, the Rockies. They understood like some of the waterways and stuff like that, but they were still going into the unknown. But they knew that they were going to be able to go, and they came back. They all lived, or not all of them, but a lot of the major players lived, and they wrote about it and all the rest. So it's like, what if it went haywire, basically, instead? Not for natural reasons, but for insane reasons. Like there's a major Indian, like a proper Aztec, like, civilization out there or something that you've just never run into. You're pretty crazy.
Now, I already see some people, just a few, somewhat calling Native Americans Indians is ignorant.
No.
To my understanding, not all of them, but some do prefer to be called Indians.
That's 100% true. That was true when I studied history, so that's certainly true now.
You ignorant. Not you, Colin, but yeah, that was my understanding as well. But could be rage bait.
They're Native Americans in that they killed the people who killed the people who killed the people who killed the native, that were native to America, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'm Native American.
Yep.
My family's been here since the 1850s.
Sure. Me too. I don't even know what nationality I am. Previously.
Yeah, I wonder what you are. You're probably English. Maybe German. Irish.
What are you trying to say? I know I've asked my dad, and I feel like over the years I've gotten different answers every time I ask him. He's like, oh yeah, well, you're on this side, German on this side, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Things are pretty clean on my family, the two sides. It's messier on my dad's side because I think he's an eighth German. So you kind of just shed that at this point, right? But he's Irish. So
honestly, I mean, I think it would be cool to know more about my family line, but there's part of me that doesn't care. Not about those people, but I don't care about like where the nationality aspect, because I just don't connect with that.
Yeah, I don't really. Well, I've talked about this ad nauseum. Like that shit bothers me a little bit. Like I'm Italian American. Like my family's like that. Oh, we're all just an Italian family. I'm like, we're not Italian. We have my mom, my grandparents' generation on my mom's side were from Italy, so it's not that long ago. But so like her dad's side, like I think he was like a toddler or something. Some of them I think were born in Italy, and some of them were born after, something like that. I don't know. But they're relatively new, and I understand that. But it's like we're not Italian, or like the Irish side. My Irish side is even worse with like just like the homage a lot of them pay to it. I'm like, we're American. We're American.
There's something about
Irish. I have no connection. I have no affinity for Ireland. No offense, but I have no affinity for Ireland. Like I have no feelings for it at all. I don't care. It's like, it's like the size of a mid-sized state. It's just like, yeah, all right.
I think there might be. I need more research or more feedback. Maybe the chat can help me. I feel like with Italy and Americans, obviously we have the weeaboo for Japan, like the Japan obsessed Americans,
right?
I feel like there's a smaller subculture of like Italy obsessed Americans, Italiaboos, maybe.
Yeah, like at the Columbus Day Sopranos episode, like those kinds of people.
There's Holly. I've mentioned Holly watches all these like home renovation YouTubers, and she watches this older couple, like recently retired people that are fixing up, and they're Americans, but they're fixing up a home they bought in Italy, and I'm like, they're They're like the Italia booze. They're like obsessed with Italy, and so they're going to
Right.
live there in their retirement. And I'm like, well, good for
Have
them.
fun.
I would
They
maybe,
hate Americans,
maybe
I think, but
someday
have
I'll
fun.
retire to Japan and I can fully live out my weeb life.
I would, Paolo and Tokyo, we always talk about, they just
Yeah.
did one, dude. They just did one, and it was like in the middle of like a more rural town of a tonkatsu level, like style. So pork, like only pork ramen, which is my
Yeah.
shit. I mean,
Yes.
that's like that creamy, that brownish color, like a
Mm.
yellowish brownish color of the sauce or the
Oh,
the stock. I love that is the ramen for me. Like order that wherever I went, wherever I go, and even in California, the places I would go. And I'm like, and then you see the prices and they're translating them on, and I'm like, I told Mike, I'm like, we can go there and literally be maybe like amongst the wealthiest people in this small town,
oh yeah, you would, dude, because
and
that's
like
the hack.
I could eat here every day.
That's the hack is to make USD and live in Japan, and you will want not because your money will go so far. But yeah, the pork ramen. I had pork ramen last time. Well, maybe that was the first time, but it was like a listener that I was hanging out with there, Evan, really good guy in Kyoto, took me to this place that was like practically in an alleyway where you sat at the count. It was just like a counter, and they made it right in front of you. And I'm like, this is it. Like, I love the dingy and the small town Japan too, Colin. What was the video on for Paolo?
What do you mean?
Like
What was it on?
Like, doesn't he usually follow someone?
Yeah, it's like the day in the life of a person who runs that shop or whatever. I can
Oh,
find it.
okay. Interesting. Cool. I would like to.
Because he does other videos too. I don't watch any of them really. I only watch his day in the life of, which is his most famous
Sure.
or his most famous videos,
I
where he
want.
like goes to their like apartment and follows them into the place and like whatever.
Yeah. The last one I watched, I think this was a few like months ago, but it was like the life of an arcade worker, someone who works in the like a crane game store. It was very.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, that was awesome,
cool.
dude. I just love their culture of pride, cleanliness, tradition.
Yeah.
There's like a lot to really love. Like Japan's pretty much nailed it.
Yeah.
Patriotism. They're like
Oh,
fascinating. What were you gonna say?
you reminded me. I watched. Okay, I just got to embrace it. People can make fun of me. I watched a Japanese movie this weekend as well.
Oh, like our film.
A video game movie. The movie for the game Exit 8.
Oh, yeah.
And it was pretty good. And it was very Japanese. Of course, I mean, it's a Japanese film, but like a little slow, pretty melodramatic at points. And it was clearly a little low budget. But if you've ever played the Exit 8, it's the only time I've watched a video game movie where I felt like I was playing the game while watching it.
Interesting.
Pretty interesting experience.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I had a little joke about just being Italian and Irish and how like the Italian side's so impressive because it's like, oh, these are like this is like the Roman stock. Like these guys, my ancestors on this side helped construct like one of the greatest empires in human history, and all of this learning and science and literature and travel and all the the great exploration they did and war and all the rest. And then the Irish side were like worshiping peat moss gods with antlers on their heads.
Sure.
And I love those two coming together. The Irish are more interesting and more in the last 500 years, obviously, just under the boot of Britain and fighting back and basically the exodus out of Ireland, which is what happened. And it's part of the reason why there's no Irish people. In Ireland, there's only a few million people or whatever because like a lot of people left or died or both.
Sure. It happens.
Think of I always think about Timothy Moriarty, who, as I understand, fought in the Civil War. And he came over in the American Civil War, and he all the Irish people that died just came off the boat and died because they fought and they went to Gettysburg immediately and got fucking shot by some Confederate that they've been on the soil for like a month and a half, and some dude from Alabama took them out. It's like, all right, it's the way it goes, I guess.
Yep.
And on that note, Pragmata.
Okay, let's transition. There we go.
Oh, what is this? Oh, this is the welcome screen. I hit down. All right, so I have my PS5 Pro. And we're gonna play Saros. No, I'm only kidding.
We're gonna play Starfield.
Starfield.
No. Again.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
You made it further than me with 15 hours. I made it 10.
Yeah, and I feel like that 15 hours isn't accurate.
Mm.
You see, like 26%. It's pretty crazy. I got fairly far to know. But I think my time was in the 20s, like the low 20s, but I could be wrong about that. Who gives a shit, really? I'm never playing it again. All right, Pragmata. Now, you have to play the game twice for the platinum. So I think I'll just play it. Well, usually when that happens, I just play the game blind the first time. And then I'll do the new game plus on hard and get all the collectibles and all the rest. Oh, we got to set it up. English, subtitles on audio device. TV.
You might want to. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter.
This is the fun game. How do you play this game? Do you like to jacket all the way up? You like the jacket.
Well, yeah, but also
because it's like until it's barely visible. Like right now, it's barely visible. I can see it, but I still go like several steps above that. I don't fuck around with these. Like it's better actually. It's better in HDR and on these more beautiful TVs. During the CRT era, that was a big problem. Couldn't see shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. When you're on your OLED, you want your minimum brightness as low as possible.
No, I can't see.
You're ruining your contrast, brother.
It's probably already ruined. I mean, I was actually when I was cleaning the TVs, upstairs. These TVs were manufactured in early 2020, like the TVs in my house. So I guess they're getting a little aged, as it were.
Yeah.
All right. Adjust until the image on the left is just barely visible. So what do they mean by that? Like barely? I don't know. That seems fine. Wait, what?
Enter your age. I don't know why it asks you this. Because I think Resident Evil did. I think that's a Capcom thing. I don't know
they might want to just know. This will not affect gameplay, but it cannot be changed later. What if my age changes? You ever read this stuff? Sometimes I do if it's shorter. This is a shorter one. Just to see what it says. It's never anything very interesting. I hate this fucking remote. I hate it.
Oh, that's the Samsung remote. Yeah,
it's got like the little tabs on it.
Mm-hmm.
Mine
has that. I have a Samsung TV right now, and it looks great, but I hate everything else about it. Time for you. You can try the motion aiming.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
It's pretty good.
See what's going on here.
LG remote greater than Samsung remote? Yes. LG remote is much better. The Samsung remote that I have is so small, and it's not a benefit. I don't want it to be as small as possible. It falls through the cracks of my couch, like once a week.
JD says Colin seems like the kind of guy to play default sensitivity. Most of the time I do. If a game feels too snappy or too slow, though, I'll change it. Mouse was actually one of those games where I set the sensitivity way down. I was like, why would you want the game to feel like this? I think it's because it's calibrated for a mouse.
I repeat, this is research vessel Eurotas. Identification number Delta Lima Papa 1.
So you're doing this spoiler cast too, right?
Over.
Yeah. I am almost to the end of the game.
This is research vessel Eurotas.
Are
It
we?
is
I guess yeah.
hurry
Well,
over.
I'll let you watch. We can talk after.
Well, I don't really. Well, I'm gonna do all this again. So
Still no response from the
I'm just doing this now.
VA?
Even tonight, I'll probably just restart the game.
Reports were right.
But I wanted to play it a little bit on stream,
Okay.
so don't worry about any of that.
Yeah. No auto landing.
Look, Colin, it's
Going
you.
in manually.
Does it really look like me?
You got it.
I
Just
don't
hold
know.
on
It's
to
hard.
your
It's
left.
hard for me to tell.
Bring it in, you.
Cindy, control your
I
right.
can see it more than the other things that people point out and say. Like I can
Because I don't
see
feel
it.
like it's. I don't feel like it's very insulting, which is surprising. Like it could be way more insulting than that.
Starting LSTV check. Lights.
Oh, lights on.
Go Blue Brian says people who play inverted love big veiny dong.
Landing strip.
Very nice.
Goodness.
Down and green.
You're getting. I mean,
Brakes.
I don't know how many people are like. What's the percentage of people that are gay? But like 10% of people invert.
We're clear
So you're
for
getting
landing.
like towards this. You know, the Venn diagram might be.
Yeah. There might be some crossover.
Oh man, I can't believe they can just print something that big.
I'm so pleased that Capcom has another hit with this. It seems like they're going to continue
Mhm.
with Pragmata.
That's Luna filament for you. Its applications are.
This is one of the coolest parts of the game to me, that they're like all the stuff on the moon is
Create almost
3D
anything
printed.
As long as you have a blueprint.
Yeah, it's dope. Tom Benjamin says left-handers and inverted control people are so performative. They want to be special so bad. I feel really. I'm left-handed as well, so I feel. I feel.
Least they could do is meet us in person.
I feel
Let's get in there and scope it out.
attacked.
Waiting.
Almost every time I've ever gone to play golf or like gone to a batting range, or batting cage, or a driving range, or thrown a ball. Like my sister's now husband was like, the first time I threw something, he's like, "You're a lefty." Like it never ceases to. Or you have to when you go to the golf place and you have to ask them for. They'll have all the right-handed clubs. You have to go ask for the special left-handed club. Like you're retarded.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Can I have the left-handed clubs?
My dad writes with his left hand, but then if he when he'd play bass, he wouldn't use a left-handed bass.
Listen up.
Yeah, that's
Batteries on.
interesting because like
And don't
I actually
forget
I write with my right hand. As we've talked about this, and we talked about this many times. I do almost everything else left-handed.
Comms check. We good?
I play drums right-handed because that's the way I was taught.
Loud and clear.
Channels online.
But I play all sports left-handed. I throw left-handed, kick left-footed. And my dominant hand, I open things with my left hand. I jerk it with my left hand.
Oh,
You. Everything
good to know.
Heck. Grav sinks aren't working.
I'm getting better at throwing with my right arm because I lay on the couch at night sometimes, and Trouble always asks me to throw things, and so I have to throw with my right arm.
Okay.
And then I realized recently, I'm like, I'm actually getting okay with like throwing with my right arm.
Just give me a moment here.
It's funny, I play hockey left-handed, but I play goalie right-handed
Believe I missed my
because that was the
mom's
equipment
birthday
that
for this.
was available to me at that time.
Kids?
Right.
So it really is about like,
Sounds rough.
I imagine I would have wrote left-handed as well, probably, but like things were probably being shoved into my right hand.
I wouldn't trade it for a thing.
The boys. The boys on the moon. Uh-oh, Lockmart's here.
Oh, jeez.
Ready to potentially say the same thing he always says. He's obsessed with Marathon.
Initiating environmental optimization
Marathon.
sequence.
He's obsessed with the player numbers.
Rezo Gun says, don't you need lefty guitars to play them properly with left hand? Sometimes. Didn't Kurt Cobain play? No, it was not Kurt Cobain.
All right. Let's do
Jimi Hendrix played a right-handed guitar,
Get
right?
in.
Left-handed.
it. Get out.
So he played it upside down,
Come on.
which is pretty cool.
After you.
So a power chord would be up. Let's see how it feels. Kind of Dead Space vibes.
Yeah.
He's a little chonky, though, isn't
yeah,
he?
he moves a little chonky. He is chonky and he moves a little chonky.
So he's kind of like me.
Sure.
Let's look at his COD piece. God, spacesuits are so cool, aren't they?
I really like the suit in this game.
Yeah, it's neat. It would be cool if it was a little more militarized and a little less. There's like a lot of shit going on it. I love the. It's the same thing with like divers, like diver characters, like in a old James Bond film or whatever. How they would have like a gun on their leg or a knife on their leg or something, like little things like that. I like militarizing it a little bit. Oh, it's another shirt I could get made. Corporation. I got my Astra Corporation shirt on.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Where are you, little girl?
Man, these
Hey, little
people sure
girl.
love printing.
Where is Holden Tudix? Where is Holden Tudix?
Holden Tudix.
Holden Tudix.
I'm surprised that they're still coming up with new ones.
Yeah, that's
It's pretty impressive, actually.
Not gonna lie.
Like the "Hey, would you blow me"
Kinda digging the view.
of the era.
This is your first time to the cradle, right? Yo, you! Check out that big rig. Get out.
check out that big rig.
Talking about that 3D
Oh.
printer. Sorry, not my thing. Hey,
It's
Nikki,
the moon.
fill us in.
We're on the
I see
moon.
someone
It's
didn't
Colin
do their
Slop.
homework.
I'll leave the studying to you, Ken. I'm going on ahead.
It's not just any 3D printer. It's called a limb replicator.
Actually, it's not just any 3D printer.
Okay, so let's say you can print.
Is he he's the turtle from Sly Cooper?
Yeah.
This breaks it easy. So
Bentley?
crazy they're printing something
Bentley.
that big.
You ever
Holly's
play
parents.
Bentley? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna Holly's parents' dog's name is Bentley.
Oh, after Sly Cooper.
That's the name. He's a rescue dog, so that's just the name he had. So maybe it is very well possible.
The terminal's up ahead. Time to test out your thrusters.
Downside Wave says Colin loves going to the moon in this game, but not in Starfield. This game is already 10 times better than Starfield. I haven't done anything in it yet. I don't even know what's going on. I haven't been paying attention.
You can climb the cargo to get up here.
No stairs? Really?
Oh, cool.
Instructions
So no
still
head?
on
Oh,
the
those
way.
are cool, huh? Pretty neat. I'm gonna be so annoying in this game. I don't want anyone to have to watch what I'm gonna do in this game. I'm gonna be so annoying trying to jump on this.
Oh yeah.
I'm probably like one of the least fun people to watch play a game since I'm always just looking at things. I think people saw that. What were we playing where I was just looking at Resident Evil, I think.
Mm.
Where I was just staring at shit. And I'm like, no, this is really how I play.
Yeah.
Refined from a mineral unique to the moon known as aluminum. Luna film can absorb and copy information it comes in contact with. Oh, isn't it all about this?
Yeah.
Like this is what they're seeking.
Understood.
Locke in the chat is trying to be nice now. He's like, I like both of your shirts.
Oh,
You
Locke.
can't, Locke. You
Save
can't.
it.
You can't reversal this. You can try. You can't. I know how you've come into all my other streams recently. I see you messaging in my server, posting the player numbers when you're talking to Brad. I know. Can't fool me.
You, over here.
Yes, sir.
The controls on this are a little wonky, but I'm sure I'll get used to this. What am I? So, yeah. So if I hit it and then, so you do have to hold it. I mean, it says that, but okay. Holding two dicks. Oh, I didn't see those down there. Should get those. Holding two dicks. I like the way it looks.
Mm-hmm. Looks really
Where's
good
that-
on
what's
PS5
that-
Pro.
Where's that light coming from? What is that light? Do you see that?
I do see that.
What is that? Oh my god, you're getting a little fucking
A little taste.
little taste of
A
the
little
mind.
taste of the madness.
No wonder. No wonder it takes me so long to do everything. That's what's fun about games, though, isn't it? Like, I just love. Rushing through shit is kind of lame. I think. Someone put work in all of this. Like, I don't know.
I always think
This-
of
Yeah, go ahead.
in Uncharted when you're in Nathan Drake's house. I was looking all over Nathan Drake's house.
Oh yeah,
Like, how does
definitely.
he live?
Yeah, it's interesting. I love that kind of stuff. So he can just crawl onto things by moving onto them. Wow, so you can't bump into shit. He'll crawl on top of it. It's interesting. I'm not pressing anything. He's like, well,
Climbing up.
that's gonna be interesting. So I assume there's no cover really.
What a mess.
Not exactly a popular hangout, is it?
Paperwork everywhere. Oh, you know what? I didn't check it. Does it just default to a to like the PlayStation Pro mode, I guess?
Yeah, I think so. Under graphics.
Would it be under graphics? Is that
Yeah,
what
but I would assume it might not even give you other options. Yeah, you can turn on a high frame rate mode, but it's not. I don't think it's necessary.
What's this rubble doing here?
I don't know, but it seems like it would be fairly trivial to get around it. Just sneak through this thing. I didn't like the toenails on that thing. That was creepy.
Welcome to the cradle. Please state your request.
Clear us a path and then take us to the data center.
As you wish.
Sheesh. What went down here?
Rumor is we're going to be sending most of the people here back to Earth soon anyway. Just leave everything up to AI.
Yeah, and then they send us when the thing needs fixing.
It's like I always say. You can't trust a bot.
Can't trust a clanker.
I don't know. Kinda like this one. Man, they really not gonna come out here and meet us?
Yeah, something's off.
Delphi didn't go and fire everyone, did they?
Wait, you all feel that?
Seismic activity detected.
I like the design of the little screen they have in front of them. I guess it's like a transparent piece of glass hanging off their suits. Uh-oh.
Yeah, but our crew! Watch out! Captain!
Little girl.
Save me. Save me, little girl.
Jeez, you almost crushed yourself. Her hair is ridiculous.
Yeah, her hair looks a lot better now, I think, than it did at launch. I think that they added PSSR after launch, or PSSR 2. Like a little strange.
Little girl. My leg. My leg. So it 3D printed his suit.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
Vitals stable. Awakening subject, Hugh Williams.
He's so big in that suit. It's ridiculous.
There you are. All better.
Get away from me, creepy little girl. Appreciate your help. But it's time for us to go our own separate ways.
You patched me up. Can't believe someone brought that kid out here. Hey,
Ruben R. 3D print me a sense of purpose, little girl.
Your autonomous base administrator. Unregistered guest identified. Walker, please remove him from the premises.
Oh, cool. I like that.
something around
Lightsaber.
Yeah, like coming out of his forearm. Use your weapon primary unit to attack ammo will slowly recharge. Ammo will slowly recharge after this.
Oh, come on. Damn it. Hey, get behind me. Move. Hey, you need to...
I think I can help. Bypassing first and second firewall, hooking control protocols. Analyzing, converting the interrupt matrix. Visualization complete. Initiating hack.
Aim, triangle, X, square, circle. Okay. I think I get it.
What's that?
There's no time to explain. Shoot out!
Hey, what did you just do?
So I can just keep doing that over and over again?
Yep.
And then it's like,
And it's open.
Not human?
but if you keep hacking him, does he get weaker and weaker? or
Yeah.
something?
Forget
Okay.
it. This can wait. We got bigger problems.
That's a pretty cool control scheme,
Captain? Are you okay?
using the face buttons like that.
Captain?
Oh, I like she has a little. I always thought she was holding on to him. I guess like more like.
Contact her. How am
I guess this
supposed
makes
to
more
do
sense.
that?
That's so cute.
One says no, it doesn't get weaker. Depending on your build, it gets even stronger.
I can open it.
Oh, so you hack him once, or not at all?
No, you can continue to hack in order to weaken enemies.
Hacking objects. Oh.
Suit integrity compromised. Maintenance required.
Rapidly repair suit's integrity and restore the
For your safety,
Do I need to do that right now?
access is restricted. Please utilize the repair cartridge.
Every hack does damage, yes. I don't know what that guy was trying to say.
Suit life support systems fully restored.
Oh, he thought that I was saying that your hack gets weaker. No, that's not what Colin was saying and not what I was explaining. The enemy gets weaker as you hack more often.
Aftershocks. Not sure how much longer this
By the way, I don't think I said in a magnanimous move, I did indeed publish this on Patreon
See the tram.
for everyone over there, but I made it so you can't comment on it.
Got him.
Owned. We have a super chats we need to get through. I'm
Yes.
sure.
Yes, we can start doing those. From Meatball, who Meatball I played some Marathon with
Little meatball.
over the weekend. He said, Colin, with Marathon announcing a new PvE mode in Season 2, will you finally take the plunge and join us on Tal City 4?
Yes.
I expect the it's going to start weak. It has to start weak.
You hacking again?
I don't know if they've had enough time to fully build out PvE modes, but it'll be interesting. It'll be a good start.
Yeah, I was, Mike and I were talking the other day about something, and I was saying that I think I will try it now that it's going to have that mode. Yes.
Thank you, Meatball. $9.99 super chat from Scrubbing Bubbles. I just want to say the Alyssa Mercante episode was awesome. Watching Colin talk to a left-leaning, Rangers-loving, hotter version of himself was wild. Definitely have her back on.
Hotter version? Than me?
That's what he's saying.
I'm glad you enjoyed the conversation. It went very well, and the response has been great.
Yeah.
It really has. So she's very welcome to come back, and we'll have her back maybe over the summer. The thing to talk about a game, because I think the thing I think that's going to be difficult with her, although I think she'll be able to speak to this better, is I'm pretty sure she's mostly a game as a service player, which is quite useful. She plays a lot of that sort of thing. I mean, in the show, if you listen to her, she talks about her history with, especially with Halo. And we never really cover stuff like that, you know? And it would be maybe useful to do so. But I don't know. But I'm glad everyone seems to have enjoyed it. It's like, I wonder, if you go in a more complicated way, does it make it stronger? Like if I...
No. Only
so
when
like
you pass through...
Like if I do something like this.
I don't
like
believe so. Maybe the chat will correct me, but I believe it only gets stronger as you pass through blue nodes.
Look, I'm making it as complicated as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Okay, better stay up there. It'll get us to that
They're saying my volume is low?
Windows
did update. So let me look.
I'm seeing you and you're coming through on OBS and it's in even sometimes in the red. So
yeah, I don't know.
Game is a touch loud. I turned up the game because someone said it was too quiet. Oh well.
We just have to have a standard, you know, and then that's the, you know, when you go to like different YouTube channels or different podcasts, like everything's kind of a little bit at a different audio level.
It's a lot.
Then like the settings get reset and whatnot.
Yeah, it's a lot harder
settings
to do that live than on a podcast where I have total control. Pork says audio is spot on. I trust Pork with my entire life. So I trust him in this matter. Okay, who's next? Nerf Ninja says Mercante episode was great. That is all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I had very little to do with it, but I'm going to say thank you anyway.
Rerouting destination to the shelter. Structural integrity of
The shelter.
below acceptable parameters. Sealing access tunnel.
Ceiling? But how am I supposed to get back to my ship?
I'm already a big fan of this game.
It's a really cool game.
Capcom, man.
What the hell happened here?
Rendezvous.
Did you guys see the clip of the guy trying to read Colin's body language?
What are you?
What?
Like a body language expert?
There's someone reading Colin's body language? I need to know more about this. Who said... Wait, where was that? Stewart877. I need to know more.
All right. Next question. What the hell is going on here? And why are these things trying to kill us?
I don't know.
State of the art, huh?
Who does your hair, little girl?
It's one of those diehard Xbox people called Alex something.
I don't know.
Hold on, I gotta do a little research
Hey.
while this cutscene plays.
I am DI-03367, a state-of-the-art
Whoa,
pragmatic...
hang on a second. Don't you have a name or something?
I said I am DI-0...
Okay. Look, how about we call you Diana?
Diana?
Yeah. From now on.
Yeah, that's the perfect modern name for a little girl.
Diana.
I'm Hugh. I don't do babysitting, but I'm gonna need your help, and
Hugh. Diana.
yeah.
Hugh. Diana.
You're Mega Man, little girl, aren't you?
Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana.
Oh no, it's Alex. Was reading.
Well, Locke says he
Colin's-
sent it to you on Discord.
Oh, okay.
Diana?
Wait, I'll pull it up on my phone.
One Pragmata and one adult male detected. Welcome to the emergency shelter.
Can we watch the clip together on here? Is that possible?
It is possible. I'd have to set something up, but I can do that while you play.
Okay.
Automatic repair. That's convenient.
Grip gun.
License level 0. Reactivating primary functions.
Oh,
Oh,
you know
this is
what?
cool, dude.
We can do it. In order to get the link.
All right.
Oh, well, I can do it. No, I can do it. Hold on.
What do you mean?
Locke sent it to me on Discord. I'm streaming the game through Discord right
Oh, I see.
now. But I can figure it out.
Just get the just youtube.com/ whatever.
It's a Twitter link.
affluent-
Passing
Oh.
to Earth. Why isn't this working?
Oh, Jesus Christ. The fuck was that?
So, relay channels are locked
Oh, Locke
down
says he can rip it and send you
on
the video.
comms tower.
That won't help me. But thank you. That's okay.
Here we go.
Look at this. The tram line leading to the solar
got it.
power plant is still running. If we get the main power back up, we can ride the rail all the way to the tower. What do you think? It's not even that far. Hey. Diana. Diana?
Yeah? What?
See this spot? You think we can get here in one piece? I guess you wouldn't know that, would you?
Nope, but I have an idea.
Really?
Yeah, we'll go, and if you don't get hurt, that means it's safe. Let's go.
Sounds like a plan.
She's so adorable.
Mhm.
There's a lot of discourse about that, right? About the fatherly instincts of the gamer.
Yeah.
You have those kind of coming in around now, the fatherly instincts of a gamer.
Sure. Sure.
As your baby marinates.
Oh, he's marinating all right. He's cooking. He's brewing. He's getting ready.
That baby's just marinating.
Well, let's try our best, Hugh.
Yo, I'm gonna need your support till I'm back home.
It's pretty fun talking like this. Let's talk a bunch while we have the chance.
You know, the more I'm around you, the more you seem like a real kid. I wonder how many bots like you are hanging around here.
Not many, because I'm specially made. I'm DI-03367, a state-of-the-art pragmata created here at the Cradle.
Here you go again. Diana, I heard you, all right?
All right, now we'll keep going. I do want to look at the trophies. Oops. God damn it. .3%. That's not so bad. What are you doing?
Nothing. I can do more super chats. I can do whatever you want.
Yeah, let's do more super chats.
Steven Gonzalez says, "What's the most valuable game you guys own? For me, it's Twilight Princess on GameCube and Def Jam Fight for New York, PS2."
Yeah, the GameCube version of Twilight Princess is fairly valuable. Right? I couldn't find it in the wild.
Yeah.
At the time, I was a senior in college. The most valuable game I own. I don't know. I own a lot of SNES, NES, SNES, PS1 JRPGs that are probably valuable because I was just naturally a huge RPG nerd and at the time you didn't realize, oh, they only made 100,000 of these or something, of these random Secret of Evermore or something. But I really don't know. I don't know like what the real valuable games are. I don't have anything rare. The rarest games I probably have are the Zelda CDI games, which I've shown you, and the Nintendo Power GameCube Zelda games. I have 2 of those. One of them
those
is sealed.
Aren't too bad.
No, really? The
I mean,
ones
they're
where you
like,
had to subscribe?
I'm trying to remember how much they are. I feel like they're like around $100.
That's crazy because they were like impossible to find. And I told you the story right about how I hadn't had Nintendo Power and then I got it again to get that in college, and then I never got the disc, and so I complained and they sent me another one, and then I got the other one in the mail, so I got 2 of them. And so I have one sealed, which is kind of cool. Was it sealed? I guess I never opened it. I think they were sealed. There were 2 Zelda collections though, right? There was the Zelda collection you got with Wind Waker.
Yeah,
right?
One of them was like a pre-order bonus or something.
Right, and that one I think is the less rare one, and I have that for sure. But then, yeah, the Nintendo Power one was after that.
Yeah.
And I think the one from Wind Waker was just Zelda 1 and 2, right? And then the one from Nintendo Power was Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time with Zelda 1 and Zelda 2. But no Link to the Past, as I recall. And no Link's Awakening.
Well, I don't know if it's the rarest, but the most expensive game I own is The Misadventures of Tron Bonne on PlayStation 1. I'm giving preferential treatment, skipping ahead to this super chat from Jez. He says, "When are you guys going to stream World of Warcraft?"
Ugh.
From Jez Gordon.
Thank you for writing in, Jez. World of Warcraft. I wonder. I mean, I'm surprised it hasn't happened already. I don't think it's a trivial thing, but I'm surprised they haven't put it on console, especially with the Xbox stuff.
And Final Fantasy does so well. Final Fantasy 14.
Right. It's like you imagine introducing the whole. It's 21-year-old game, right? And all the content's still available for it, or much of it, or a lot of it.
I believe
it's like making that all available to a console audience for the first time. And just the way people nerd out about these kind of persistent games, especially if you make it affordable, which I think the subscription is at this time of kind of some increasing economic despair. It would be cool to see that. I thought that was kind of going to be the move,
Yeah. Okay. The Juan one. Maddie for
you had a little stink on that.
The Juan.
Yeah.
The Juan one.
Yeah.
It says Maddie for Pragmata spoiler SS Plus episode. I know that he really loves it. We will do everything in our power to have him on it, but Maddie's schedule can be sometimes a little persnickety, one might say. Because that happens sometimes where like we do a spoiler cast and it's like, why isn't this person on it? It's like we'd have to wait 2 more weeks in order to have that person on it. So we shall try. We will try. Probably, I assume we're going to maybe try to spin up Saros this week.
Yeah, so I'm recording on Wednesday. I'm doing the Saint Slayer, making of Saint Slayer with the whole team. By the way, there's going to be 6 of us. We can do that in Zencaster, right?
I will check.
Yeah.
I believe so. It's either 5 or it's 6.
Yeah, if not, we'll have to cut someone. Because it'll be everyone. It's going to be me and Barry, artist Josh, musician Josh. So that's 4. And then we're going to have Lachlan on, who does all the marketing, like trailers. And then we're going to have Ben on, who does the PR. So that would be nice to be able to have us all on. But if not, I could even do it maybe in individual. It might even be better to do individual interviews. But
6 hours.
So we're doing that. So I was thinking Saros for Friday. But we don't even really need it this Friday. But we could just put it in the can.
We could put it in the can. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you could do Pragmata, and we can put that in the can next week, and then we'll be a week ahead. I'm actually doing, if everything goes according to plan, on the 27th, so for the 30th probably we'll publish it. I'm interviewing the guy that did that deep dive Uncharted 4 video.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a few other exciting things as well. Colin Nerf Ninja says, I mean, I wish, but I don't know if the audience would like that. Maybe they would. That would be fine. I would be happy to not do the Saros spoiler cast. So if that's what you want, let's do a vote.
Waddle D with a $10 super chat says, "Hey CD, I got accepted into my RN program. Do you have any advice when it comes to moving? I'm moving from Los Angeles to Pittsburgh, PA.
Wow.
And very nervous, scared to leave my life behind."
Guess no one's home.
Congrats.
This whole sector is in
Very exciting.
emergency mode.
I mean, I know you're scared, but that's big.
Yeah, I've never had to move across the country, so I have no advice.
Yeah, you really have never moved.
Nope.
You've never lived anywhere other than where you're from, which is I'm kind of jealous of. I wish I had that kind of grounding, but I've lived so many places.
I'm curious what Pittsburgh you're going to be, or where you'll be doing your RN program in Pittsburgh. If you want to share that, you don't have to, but I'm curious. Of course, welcome to Pittsburgh.
Looks
It's a
like
great
we have
city.
power switch nearby.
It's a fantastic city.
It's locked. Of course, emergency mode. Not sure what I was expecting.
Brother decided to live the pit IRL. Yeah, the pit, that's I think the pit takes place at Allegheny General. Never been there. Hospital that Holly and I've been going to is West Penn Hospital.
Oh, I love a good in-game doc. Capcom loves doing shit like this. Like, you can tell, like, the yellow text.
Oh yeah, like it's the too long didn't read. Just read the orange part.
I forgot to make fun of. I took a screenshot of it, but I never published it in Resident Evil Requiem. I loved that there was a note saying that they moved the wrench to a new toolbox, and I'm like, what? Someone wrote a memo being like, the wrench is now in this toolbox. I'm like, oh, okay, good.
Okay,
Very
Waddle
realistic.
D says he'll be studying at UPMC Shady Side. Okay, Shady Side, nice area. They have a really nice ramen place in Shady Side. That's where the Pittsburgh Apple Store, one of the two Apple stores, is in Shady Side.
The top
Oh,
floor, huh?
Wraith says, so I guess Colin doesn't have any advice as someone who has moved across the country multiple times. I forgot about the question. I feel like living in a new place it's like going into college, where it's like you can just kind of do you can reinvent yourself. My brother-in-law always talks about that, about how, like, when he went to college in the early 90s, he decided that he's going to be, like, not a different version of himself, but he has a chance to be something else, you know? And it's quite literal when you're entering a program like the one you're entering, where you have the opportunity to do new things, to be a more social version of yourself, to be a more curious version of yourself, to see new places and find new angles of yourself, like, and to surprise yourself. I moved to San Francisco. I lived in San Francisco a little bit in 2003, and then in the summer of 2004 when I was an intern at IGN. But I moved there full time summer of 2007, and I didn't like San Francisco. Like, I was like, it's fine, but I'm going backwards, I think. But I'm like, this is fine, but I'm here for work. I'll go wherever I need to go for work. And then I kept an open enough mind and had a good social life and all the rest of that. By the time I left San Francisco 10 years later, I liked it, and I missed it. You know, I guess I'm not going backwards. Jump to dodge enemy attacks. R1 while in midair. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but you might surprise yourself.
Nerf Ninja says, Barry, release the numbers.
Release the numbers. I saw the numbers maybe a week ago. We're happy with it, and it's all full price too, and it will be. That's the thing I've been trying to tell Barry is, like, you know, we have games, you know, like we'll never probably with this game ever reach, unless it like picks up in some way, we'll never reach the heights of Habroxia 2, for instance, or Habroxia 1. But a lot of those copies were sold on sale. You know? So we're really trying. So like, I've tried to remind everyone it's really about gross income. Oh.
Wings of Justice says, thoughts on the Steelers re-signing Rodgers?
I don't know. I don't know why you really want him so bad, but you're kind of delaying the inevitable in a way. Oh wait, so I see. Oh, I did it out of order. Did it out of order. So did I lock it permanently? Oh no. Okay, good.
Honestly, you can just spam these.
What do you mean?
Like, I just quickly hit the buttons until they line up. Like,
oh, like
because they're just rotating.
You can't go over, is what you're saying.
You can go over, but I don't know. I just hit the button until it goes green, and then I switch to the next one, or until it goes blue, and then go to the next one.
I realize the timer's starting right away. Fuck.
There you go.
I messed that one up too.
Death metal in your face with potentially an untimely question?
Yeah.
I'm confused by it. He says, any interesting insights or stats from your Spotify wrap-up? I have listened to over 1,700, 500 songs. My top 3 listens are Unfold by Alina Baraz.
It's not a person, a real person.
What I Got by Sublime, and Breathe by Pink Floyd. It's not Spotify.
Did this just
rap
get here?
season.
Did you send this from 6 light months away?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Oh, there was a Spotify. Pedro says there was a Spotify complete history wrap up last week. That would be interesting.
Oh.
So look.
Okay.
I didn't see that pop up on my... Oh, is that why they changed the logo? Because that new logo sucks.
Yeah, everyone's mad, but I think they're just doing like a little celebration thing for a little bit, and everyone's upset.
Yeah, I'm not... I wouldn't say I'm like aghast, you know, but... Is there like a map? Oh yeah, there is. Okay. Am I going backwards? I wish there was a HUD.
There is a scan button that will point you in the right direction. I can't remember what button it is.
Oh,
that
square.
one. Yeah.
Wait, where? Why? Where are all the? Oh, those are just animations. Okay. Oh god. This game's fun, dude. It's very novel. I
think it gets better as it goes on too. It adds a lot more elements. Zeppelin Mike with a $19.99 super chat.
Wow, thank you.
Says, thank you for posting the streaming link on Patreon. That version works better for a lot of patrons because you can, in fact, minimize the app to listen while the screen is off. Plenty of ways to enjoy the stream as is. Thanks. No, thank you.
You're
Just
welcome.
thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks! 2 exclamation points.
Double locks, huh?
I'll have you know that the guy, I told Dustin this, but I think he probably saw it. The guy who I got mad at the show who wrote in about it has left the Patreon because I was too mean to him.
Well,
he sacrificed himself for the greater good. Very noble.
Ricky Bobby Perez says, hey guys, did you see the new PSN beta is showing player counts for the top 10 games on PSN? I've watched some YouTube channels talking about it.
I did see that. It's cool. Oh, fuck. That was a bad hack.
Now it's my turn.
Oh, the gun has to... Shit. Do these disappear if you don't get them quick enough?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Bullets bounce right off.
Wait, L2 changing... Yeah. Oh, you can like hit them in the legs. That's cool. I'm really fond of this game. Capcom is just making cool new stuff. I always keep talking about how
Come on. Not done yet.
I was so impressed by Kinitsugami.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that game was so fucking good. I imagine they're not going to make another one, but I would love another one of those. If you've not played Kinitsugami, I highly recommend it. That's another really great random Capcom game.
Okay, Chris Hendricks with a $10 super chat says, "That was one of the greatest facts I've ever heard. Casting my vote that it was worth hearing, definitely not nonplussed. That would have blown my mind if I was a pilgrim."
See?
Good to know.
That's all it had to be.
Get crazy.
Even if he's not being authentic.
You should marry
That's
Chris
all you had to
Hendricks
do.
instead of and ditch Micah. At
I
least
know.
he won't be nonplussed by your facts.
I need people to be more impressed by me.
Oh, okay.
It's good for my self-esteem.
It's not the fact. It's Colin knowing the fact.
Right. Exactly.
Sure.
That's right. By the way, whatever happened to this video?
I can do it. We got to pause the game and change it up. Also, I realized because of you're gonna have to listen to it through the stream because I don't want to stream a game, stream the video to you, and stream out at the same time.
Well, we should take I'll keep playing. We should take a vote. Should we stop the stream or stop playing Pragmata to go to this video, or should we just keep playing Pragmata? I don't care.
Okay.
You know, I have no preference.
You
But let's see what the audience thinks.
tell me a story.
Nice having the tram come straight here. Means we can swing by whenever.
Especially
Stop
if
moving
you
around so
forget
much.
Something.
She moves around too much.
Hey, can happen to you too, you know.
It won't because I don't have to carry anything.
Fair enough.
Most people are saying stop the game.
Stop the count. Stop. That's one of the more underrated memes out of Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you want to do? How do you want to play it?
We can do it. Like I said, you're gonna have to turn on the stream audio.
Right, but you were saying we can stop streaming the game and then I can hear it, or that's not an option. Because the streaming, seeing it not without you and I seeing it together.
Yeah, I can make that work. It's just gonna take me a second. I'm not.
That's okay. I'm not in any rush. If it's not annoying, I'm not in any rush.
Okay.
Should I keep playing?
No.
Okay, so stop.
All right, give me a second here.
Okay.
Just interact with.
Yeah. I can
whoever.
read some more of these super chats, perhaps. Let me look, see if I can find them. Let's see. Where did we leave off?
J King is next.
J King. Colin's Saint Slayer guide is A1. Thank you for your donation. Thank you. It is a great guide. I appreciate that. It's not important that you think the guide's good. It's important that you think it's good that I wrote it. You know what I mean? Dark Taco says, Big D, congrats on the compiler kill. Who was in the fire team? We had said that earlier. It was, who was it? It was you, Brad, and
Pork Poncho.
Pork Poncho. I was going to say, so I was totally wrong about what I was about to say. Pork Poncho. Yeah, that's an interesting combo. Pork Poncho, Brad, you taking down the compiler. Season 2 right around the corner. PvE right around the corner. Many congratulations again from Dark Taco. Mostly Charlie wrote in and said, I'm Cherokee and I grew up steeped in tribal culture. Saying Indian is just fine. Several tribes use Indian in their formal institutional names. We've taken ownership of it and we're proud of it. Yeah, that's what I've understood as well. And that apparently, you would know better than me, of course, Charlie, is. That apparently comes from the kind of a revived movement in the 90s. But when I studied history at Northeastern from, beginning in 2002, that was what we were told, is that it's actually, they don't, you can say Native American, no one cares, but that's not really the nomenclature.
I am ready with the video.
Oh, you already did it?
Yeah, I needed a second to set it up. So Colin, if you want to watch it along,
watch stream.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
And I'll make
I can hear myself. So let me mute myself. How do I do that?
Oh, I know why it's doing that. Hold on. I have to reset it up. Because Chrome, is what's where the Video Ninja is coming through Chrome. So I need to do this on a different web browser. So
I'll go to the next inquiry then.
Yeah, go to the next inquiry.
Clean Frame wrote in. It said, I'm playing Pragmata, and the feeling of wanting to be a father aside, it's a great game. So wait a minute. I'm playing Pragmata, and the feeling of wanting to be a father aside, it's a great game. He's almost saying that like that he's resentful that it's making him feel that way, or that, you know what I mean? Because he's saying, and the feeling of wanting to play a father, be a father aside. Or maybe he's saying that he already feels intrinsically that way, and so he's putting that aside. And nonetheless, he likes the game. Either way, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really liked what I played of it so far. The Prince of Duval says, Dustin, what's stopping you from moving to Japan?
A lot. Mostly having a baby very soon.
I want you to raise that baby in Japan speaking Japanese and English as the second language.
Oh.
What do you think of that?
That would be pretty interesting. Okay, I think I'm ready again.
Okay. Let's do it. All right, so what you want to, what is this? Let's look at it here.
So this guy, I actually believe I had him muted. No offense. I think this guy is like one of the PlayStation Twitter poster.
Oh, all right. So this guy, yeah, I see this guy. This guy, Nicola.
Yeah.
I see him tweet sometimes. He doesn't bother me personally. But why? Is he annoying?
I can't remember. I had him muted from so long ago that I don't remember what it is. But this is the video that he clipped.
Okay.
It'll ever not be funny how Alex never covered Smash JT versus Colin, but forced a reaction here like I said he would. Dude hoped to see Colin make Reforge look like a buffoon so much that he had to turn into a body language reader to force something that just wasn't there.
What let me ask you this. Why would I have made Reforge look stupid? I like him. He's a nice person.
Okay. This is the clip.
Who is this guy? What's he wearing? Oh no.
Oh, they can't hear it. Okay, sorry.
Oh my god,
I'm sorry. We'll restart.
No, that's it. So it's the one time.
There's no such. Look at Colin's face. The eyebrows sunk in. He look, watch. If you see him when he says anti-consumer, Colin blinks. Watch, his eyes are over here.
Are the reason gaming sucks now.
That's true. Look at Colin's eyes. His eyes are over here, and then watch what happens.
That whole argument drives me crazy because I'm like, anti-consumer is a misnomer. Like, there's no such.
Colin turned in his chair. Look. He goes like this. He just goes. Like, yo.
I think Alpha Pony is a better title for Colin.
Here it comes.
Colin is Pony General.
Like, there's no such.
What is this?
That's the whole clip.
Face.
What is this content?
I don't know, but I think you got owned by a guy in what looks like a banana suit. Banana suit mogged?
Did I get owned or did the other guy get owned? Reforge get owned.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what this space is quickly becoming foreign to me, Colin.
I don't know who is this person?
This guy's name is Oh No, It's Alex.
Let me Oh No, It's Alex. He's got a lot of followers on YouTube. He's got more subscribers than we do. Let's see. Oh, it's like one of these. I see. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like another one of those. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, I guess, out there. It's just like, it's one of those people that has no prayer of making it talking about games. So it's got to be about drama, perceived drama, real drama around games, the people that, what other people say about games, all that kind of thing. I mean, it's funny because the space, it's not exclusive to this person. The space seems to be becoming more populated by those kinds of people. If there's an angle for anyone to get in at this point, I feel like it's to actually talk about games or the games industry in a way. I just couldn't imagine predicating my content around that. It feels like an endless chase, and that the people that you go after will eventually come for you too, right? Like why that's got to be a fairly stressful world to live in as well, personally stressful, unless you're really like sociopathic and you don't care. But why is he, what is he wearing, this guy?
It's a great question. I thought it might be a banana suit, but yeah, some people are mad that we're like, why did Dustin bring this up? You guys asked for it.
Oh yeah, who cares? People are too sensitive about that. Like,
yeah.
Why are you paying attention to this? Why are you platforming this? Like,
It's
shut
just,
up.
we're just seeing what's going on.
How did we find this?
People asked us if we had seen someone analyzing Colin's body language.
It's funny that the chair turning thing's funny because I had noticed it was in a different video where like I'm doing it right now without realizing I'm always twisting in my chair for some reason.
Oh yeah, me too.
My Herman Miller. So I don't know, man. It's just it's strange Home Alone Colin frame mogged, but he will be okay. What does that mean?
Colin frame mogged?
What does frame mogged mean?
I would assume that means in that frame you got mogged. But I'm not fully up to the lingo.
What is mogging?
Means to like appear more impressive, more dominant.
Oh, okay.
It's like when Jaffe got Randy mogged.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Randy mogged.
Randy mogged.
I honestly don't even know if that's true. I just wanted to say it because it sounded really funny in the moment.
Randy messaged me a bunch of DMs. I haven't read them yet on Patreon, but it's like, I don't want to have this correspondence with you back and forth about like your appearances on the show. Like
he's caused quite a stir in the Last Stand
He
Discord.
has, which I think is fun and funny and great. Like I want to be silly and all the rest, but we don't need to have like dead. I don't want to be involved in your life. It's not you, Randy, individually. I can't. I don't have that kind of time. Don't call in if you don't want to have the drama, and don't say crazy shit if you don't want to have the drama around it. I mean, at the end of the day, like, what do you think is gonna like? I'm not your fucking dad, But what was interesting was the Randy. I don't think we've heard the last of from Randy because wasn't it 50-50 when we did the poll?
Yeah, I don't think Randy will be calling back in. I think he currently there's people that in our Discord that have been not nice to him, but also, I don't know, like the joking around, like the lines are getting blurred. I think Randy's not happy with how some people are treating him.
But it's strange though, because like I felt like he redeemed himself. Don't you think? Like, I feel like he was in better shape after the second call. So how did it disintegrate like that?
He was posting so many, not just him, but there were so many messages going around in the Discord after that call that I don't know what he said afterwards that I can't. I can't anymore. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just getting a bunch of emails.
Oh. What's happening?
Yeah, I feel like I'm being hacked or something. I'm getting like a bunch of verification codes on my email, but for things that I don't even use.
Be careful. That's how they get you sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, so with Randy, I feel like he was in better shape.
Right.
So I don't know how he lost sight of that. It's a little weird, in my opinion. But I got signed out of my account.
Oh,
I think I might be in trouble here.
Oh, that is very weird.
But I'm getting like a bunch of emails for like things that I don't use.
That's how they got the Dagster.
That's how they got the Dagster. It's true.
Some Banana Man sent out the big guns.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have to go. I might have to like search into this.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to cut this short.
How about you leave and I will handle reading the rest of the super chats.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, I'll do that. I'll be back hopefully. Let's see what happens.
I will handle it.
Okay. Bye guys.
Hello. Okay, we're good. Look how this chaos has mangled my hair. I don't know if we've ever used that one person logo before. It's definitely glitching out somewhere in the OBS because OBS I have like a preview screen and a main screen. It's showing two different things. Two completely different things. So here's what we're going to do, guys. Colin is doing taking care of what he needs to. I want to make sure your super chats are taken care of. And then we're going to end the stream. So I'm going to read off your super chats. If they were directed at Colin, I'm sorry. There's not much I can do there in that case. But we'll read through the rest of them. And then we'll, be done. So, okay. I got to add the chat room thing on it. As I said, we have never really used this screen before. We've never really had to. There it is. Okay, it's in the wrong spot, but that's okay. We can manage that. Let's put this down at the bottom. There we go. Okay, from Clean Frame for $5. I am playing Pragmata and the feeling of wanting to be a father. Oh, Colin read some of these. Dustin, what's stopping you from moving to Japan? I believe that was the last one we did. Met Concerts says Resident Evil 6 stream when? Gotta play them all. Do you guys even do we really want a Resident Evil stream? Like a Resident Evil 6 stream? I guess it could be entertaining if it's not a very good game. But I'm not sure. I've actually never played Resident Evil 6. I've just felt like why would I? If everyone thinks it's the worst one and people like Brandon, my friend, recently played through it and he was telling me about how bored he was the whole time. So I don't think so. I don't think we'll be doing a Resident Evil 6 stream, but thank you, Met Concerts. Oinky Donk Gink. I can't with these names tonight. Mod Micah as Diana to ride around on Colin's back. Surely somebody has the 3D skills and modding skills to do that. Thank you. Lars from Mars just says, thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation. Okay, wait. Maybe this was a misfire here because he then said, Lars from Mars. Colin, you're ambidextrous. That is, I think, the correct name for someone who uses both hands. Take it easy. Take it easy, guys. Mako Mike, Colin, 2 questions. How'd you meet Maddie and bring him into Last Stand? Also, any more LSM members join streams? Thanks. I know this question's for Colin. I can answer it, though. I know that Maddie was on SideQuest. Not SideQuest. He was on SideQuest, but Fireside Chats. And I believe that's how Colin and Maddie first got acquainted. I don't know the story behind how that episode came to be. But how Maddie got into the fold of Last Stand is that Maddie eventually was brought in to do certain episodes of SideQuest for us. It was interesting because those had a little bit of a mixed result because Maddie was doing some of the episodes of Side Quest. I was doing some Side Quest episodes, and I don't know if maybe Colin wasn't. But it was before we were a company that was much more outside of Colin, like had more people. So I don't think people took to those episodes very much because they're like, where's Colin? Why isn't Colin on this episode of Side Quest? But then I remember when we renamed the company from Colin's Last Stand to Last Stand Media, that's when we decided we wanted to do an Xbox podcast. And I remember being in Colin's house and being like, we think Maddie's the guy. Let's talk to Maddie. And I remember calling Maddie at Colin's house. Colin at Colin's house. And we offered him the job. And the rest is history. How's everybody in the chat doing here? Swapping between the two. Colin brushes his teeth with both hands at the same time. That's certainly something. Guys, my Wednesday night streams have prepared me for this moment of solo streaming, but I wasn't prepared on Last Stand to be doing this. Load up marathon? No. We're just gonna ride through the rest of these, and I'm not rushing to the end of the stream, but we're just gonna do these, and then we're just gonna call it. We got to make sure Colin is okay and taken care of. Maybe he'll text me. I got to make sure I can see my phone in case he texts me. Okay, back to Super Chats. Lurkiro says, did you hear about what happened to Holden Mafardin? That one is a little too obvious, I think. It's a little too obvious, but I'll accept it. Thank you. Vesmolo says, get on Moore's Law to talk about the recent Trump Chinese development. Really feels like all of our options are insignificant when it comes to AI. I gotta be honest, I have absolutely zero idea what he's talking about in terms of Trump Chinese development. So maybe Colin would probably know, but not me. So maybe I can try to relay that message. We shall see. What's funny, guys, about this Colin situation and him getting logged offline and his email freaking out, Colin's PlayStation 5 is still streamed on my screen. I'm not going to put it up. I don't want to live watch Colin's PS5 if he doesn't know that we're seeing it. But I'll let you guys know if there's any updates from the view of his PS5 stream. Okay, Met Concert says, when can we expect the audio version of the stream? Well, you tried. Good effort. Thank you. I do think this stream, there's going to be a lot of increased watching of this stream, depending on what's going on with Colin's accounts. Who knows? Colin losing access to his entire digital library on PlayStation? Permanently? Who knows? Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Who knows? Oh, I think it'll probably be fine. The stream where Colin died. I wonder if the watchers gone up. Let's check this out live. No, viewers are about the same. But anyone tuning in is probably going to be like, huh? Huh? Okay, next super chat from the Uncharted Wolf. Dustin, great video you did with Scasm on Hot Gaming Takes. I believe that's how you say his name, right? Scasm? He never said his name during the interview. You guys should ask Brad to get him on Summon Sign. You can ask Brad. Brad's the dictator of Summon Sign. Holy shit. I just meant he dictates. But if someone is one who dictates a dictator? Great question. But yeah, if you guys want to see that, I retweeted it on Twitter. If you guys want to see a video, I was interviewed about Hot Gaming Takes. You can see it there. I believe Colin was also on, so check it out. Titans 1 fan 93 says, we need Colin on the Pragmata spoiler cast. This is his type of game. Seems like he was into it. So check it out. Maybe. We'll see. It won't take Colin very long to do this, to beat the game. So if we're doing Saros and we are doing Saint Slayer, then it's possible where the Pragmata spoiler cast is still a few weeks away. So it's certainly possible. Certainly possible. All right, I'm checking back in the chat. It's hard to bounce between super chats and chat, but I want to make sure we're all taken care of here. This is phase 1 of Brad's plan to take over LSM. Has Brad hired black hat hackers or something? Did Colin go on too many dodgy G.I. Joe sites? I'm genuinely afraid for Colin if his PSN gets hacked. So, I don't know. We don't know what's going on with Colin's account and his emails. But his emails! What about his emails? Brad is the Ritual Network? Could be. It's because I accidentally called Brad a dictator. This is what happens. Okay. Okay, this is a question specifically for Colin. Colin ranked the worst. Sewer Shark, Deadly Towers, Altered Beast. Got the plat on Saint Slayer PS5. Phenomenal, dude. Dustin, I respect your decision. What decision are we respecting? Since this is the only part of the super chat that's directed at me, I'm not sure what this is even in reference to. I have no idea. All right, next one. Sorry that Colin's not here to rank those for you. The decision to be gay? Oh, goodness. Dustin, do you use that PVM a lot? No, not recently. I've gone through phases where I've used it a lot. Like, I played through all of Symphony of the Night. I played through both Tomba games. I played through Mega Man Legends 1 and 2 and Tron Bon on it. So it has been used quite a bit. It hasn't been used a lot recently. The decision to not play Marathon... Listen, guys, I'm still playing Marathon. I just am playing Marathon not like it's a part-time job until Season 2. Dragon Gigli says, have either of you platted Saros yet? I loved it. Repeater crossbow is so good. It's broken. Make sure you get the true ending for the full story context. I have not gotten the platinum. I haven't even gotten the true ending. I think I might just watch the true ending on YouTube, guys. I know that's going to enrage people on the spoiler cast if I don't do the true ending. You know? But I really just don't. I think I'm done. Which makes it sound like I really don't like Saros. And I think there's a part of me that doesn't like it. But I don't think it's a bad game. But I'm definitely not going for the plat. Definitely not going for the plat. I'm good there. Don't need it. Oh geez, my chat wasn't catching up. What is Lockmort saying? Dustin is the reason numbers go down. Oh, come on, man. I got the world on my shoulders right now. I'm trying to hold down this stream. We have a company crisis right now. All right. I like this next super chat name. That fat white guy, 95. Dustin, are you going to watch Obsession? Hands down the best horror film this decade. Very spooky and fucked up. I just recently heard of this a few days ago. Wasn't it made by like a YouTuber or a guy that makes comedy videos or something? Which is kind of interesting because that's kind of like the Zach Kreger path. But I've seen a lot more people talk about it. So I'm interested. I don't really see a lot of horror movies in theaters. I will be going to see The Backrooms, though. I am locked in for The Backrooms. Something about it looks very, very interesting. And I like the Backrooms YouTube series. So I'm interested. Obsession, though, maybe I'll see it at home when it comes to streaming. We'll let the master of horror himself, Jimmy Champagne, tell me if he thinks it's any good. Jimmy probably, if I said, what's the read on Obsession, he would be able to let me know. Daddy T, listen, dog, say what you want about Randy, but I bet he knew Tommy was the sniper. Man, Daddy T, I know you're dedicated, and I know you super chatted this when Colin was here, but unfortunately Colin has passed on. No, Colin's not dead. He's figuring something out for the people that are, some people still coming in and out wondering what's going on. Colin, something about getting a bunch of emails and then his PSN got logged out. So he is figuring out what's going on with his account. I just wanted to make sure, he wanted to make sure that he attended to that quickly. So you're stuck with me and these super chats. The Wubs, doing my part to donate for Colin's funeral. R.I.P. in peace. Well, if there's a Colin, it'll be like a digital Colin funeral or something, right? Because his body is still alive, but his spirit, his digital spirit in gaming, maybe it may have been killed. Who knows? Anything's possible. Deathshoot1 says hacked by the link to the body language video. Well, that would mean that I've been hacked because that was coming through on my screen, not on Colin's screen. So, hard to say. But thank you guys for the super chats. That's actually, we're caught up. So we can just hang in the chat for a few minutes and then I'm going to get out of here. Dustin was the hacker? This is all the mind game, okay? If you take away Colin's account, he'll realize the truth about physical games. I really fucked up. I really did a number on my hair. I guess I was stressed in that moment. I didn't necessarily feel stressed. The OBS was definitely not working quite right. Okay. What else is going on, guys? I demand the stream goes on for at least 2 more hours. Gotham needs you here. This is basically, guys, I'm not trying to self-promote, but this is literally what I do on Wednesday nights on my channel, is just sit and talk to people. We very rarely play games. So I'm well versed in this. There is certainly a much larger audience right now than there is on my Wednesday night streams, but we can still hang out for a little bit. Just start getting guests on, make it chaotic. We're here for it. I don't listen. It was already bringing more people on is going to make it more chaotic. Certainly is going to make it more chaotic. There are more super chats rolling in from JD Dylan Schneider. He says, "Not anymore, Dustin. You got to read this." Hey, listen. I said I was down to hang out for a little bit. Thank you for that. Zeppelin Mike, Dustin, I ordered the Superstation 1 off your recommendation and because someone just integrated retro achievements into Mr. Cores. Have you checked that out? No, I've not heard that. I do know about retro achievements, but I gotta be honest, I'm not interested in achievements on retro games at all. Like that, there's something about that sucks the purity away from me. But if you want that and that's your thing, then certainly go for it. Go for it. Let me move. I'm going to move this OBS window to the other side. That way I can look straight on and not, because I was looking this way at the OBS screen. We can look this way. This will make things a little nicer. Trent Miller says, what game would you like to haunt as a ghost? Overwatch. I want to make sure that all the Overwatch fans are miserable. I mean, they already are miserable. You know? Have you ever met an Overwatch fan that's happy? Especially if they're trying to get there. Oh, I'm trying to get my diamond rank. They're not having a good time. But they put themselves through it. So they're choosing to be in the pain. You know? So, oh, here's Lock with the player number thing. Broken record. All he can say is player number, player number, player number, player number. He was so supportive until I brought up Overwatch. Okay, I'm scrolling around on the chat here. Johnson's still waiting on mine talking about the Superstation since I ordered the dock. Yeah, there was that email. There was an email a few months ago about like separating your dock from the Superstation. And I did that. You have to pay more in shipping. But I have low patience when I want like a new toy. I'm like a 5-year-old, really, in a lot of ways. I know Dustin's the type of guy to play Sombra. No. I think Locke would play Sombra sometimes. Am I right in that, Locke, that you would sometimes play Sombra? I would play Diva sometimes. In 2016 Overwatch, I'd play a lot of Diva. But honestly, now I don't even know. There's too many fucking characters in that game, guys. How are you supposed to keep track of all these characters? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's the right meta for ranked Overwatch right now. No. What's the meta in Marathon? That's the real question people should be asking. How many characters are in Overwatch now? It's like, what is it, like 30? Are there 30 or more characters in Overwatch? Is that really necessary? 50? Are you serious? Are there actually 50 characters in Overwatch? 51? 50 or 55? Okay, 51. No, thank you. No, thank you. Locke is just shouting, but I'm not reading what he's saying just to aggravate him more. 51 characters, that's fucking unreal. You sort that out. Cut out the annoying ones. We don't need 51, 52 characters. Chris Hendricks says Locke said I get a PS5 Pro, better pay up. I think that's coming out of Locke's account. Defund Overwatch. Free Locke. Who's the dictator now? I have been put in charge. This is like a situation where, like the president gets assassinated and the vice president isn't ready to take over. And then he just leans into his evil tendencies. That's me right now, guys. I'm the new king. I am the king of the stream. I can do whatever I want right now. I could play Marathon. I could just sit here for the next hour and shit on Overwatch. No one can stop me. The boss has been taken out, and it's very convenient. It's very convenient for me and my interests. Was I the one who arranged the taking out of the boss? No. Like I said, convenience. Convenience is king in this situation. Joshua Barron says Overwatch is garbage like Locke's tastes. Marathon is king. Wish I didn't suck at it. Joshua, I couldn't agree with you more. I could not agree with you more. Thank you for that $4.99 super chat, brother. Every super chat will go to rebuilding Colin's digital library. It's a super chat-a-thon now, guys. Every dollar will help him build up. You get those Power Wash DLCs back. Get that copy of Killzone 3 that's been there for a decade or more. It's going to be a long process. I wonder how much value is in Colin's PSN digital library. Like what's the actual amount? It's got to be significant. Not that he necessarily paid. I mean, I know Colin does spend a lot of money on PSN, as he has said many times, but certainly all the IGN era stuff and the Kind of Funny era, and even some of the Last Stand area, or Colin's Last Stand era, where he was getting games. Some super chats coming in. Uncharted Wolf, guys, Dustin is bronze in Overwatch. Locke can confirm. That's probably true. I did play a little bit of ranked with Locked when I had to, at one point or another. So I'm perfectly fine being bronze. You know what my rank is in Marathon? Bronze. Ranked modes, guys. I think ranked is kind of... It's not for me. I was going to say it's lame, but I respect it. I respect the ranked mode. So It's not my thing, though. I don't want to play ranked. Tacky lives. What is the future of sacred symbols if Colin loses all of his trophies? I believe that he has said that he would just quit. What do you guys think, though? What is it? If Colin loses all of his trophies, is it Jover? Do Chris and I take up the mantle? We have to rename the show. It would be a huge setback. Honestly, this hack maybe affects me just as much as it does Colin. If you think about it in a way. This hack devastates Colin. He goes into a spiraling depression. The company falls out. I need to get a job. Maybe I'm working. Like, where do I get a job? Like, I have a baby on the way. You got to make the money somehow. Maybe I work construction. No. It's not even a matter of will. It's a matter of they would fire me immediately. If, they're like, this guy's not cut out for this. He never had the makings of a construction worker. DoorDash, now, I have the ability to drive. And for the most part, DoorDash can be a very non-social job. So I'm not against that. Time to start roofing, brother. I've worked on roofs before. I do not like it, and it scares me. It scares me being up on the roofs. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to do that. No physical labor experience. I literally have had 3 jobs in my life, guys. I have had 3 jobs. I am fucked. Okay? My 3 jobs, number 1 was being a video editor and filmer, like filming stuff, video producer for local videos. I was a bartender at Ben's Speakeasy, and I've done this. So, and I'm also a college dropout. So like I said, this hack may affect, I can't even say it with a straight face. This hack may affect me more than it affects Colin. So really, you guys should be worried about me instead of Colin, is what I'm saying. Wait, do you know how to film a short film then? I had to do short films in college. Or at my film school, which was not really accredited. But my work filming was not like, well, not to say it wasn't creative, but it was like filming local commercials, musicals, weddings, events, stuff like that. So not quite short film stuff, but it was fun. It was a good job. I didn't make a ton of money, but I was thankful to make the money. The thing I hated doing the most was we filmed the Miss Pennsylvania pageant, and it was like a 4-day long event. And people are like, "Oh, but Dustin, you get to look at girls for 4 days." And I was always the one that was like up the highest in the theater, and I just wanted to be at home. I believe The Last of Us came out that weekend. I believe the first Last of Us on PS3 came out the first time we did Miss Pennsylvania, and I was like, yeah, I kind of just want to go home and play Last of Us. I'm good. At least we know if Last Stand goes out of business that Brad will land on his feet. That's probably true. Dustin was like, ew, girls. Dustin confirmed gay. No, I don't think I'm, just no disrespect to pageant girls that would enter a Miss Pennsylvania pageant. It's not really my thing. It's not my thing. Trent Miller with a $2 super chat says, what about Concord though? I have no context of what this is in reference to. Are we talking about Concord and Marathon? Marathon on the track to be like Concord? Marathon's here to stay, boys. Marathon's here to stay whether you like it or not. Chris Hendricks says, I've been promoted and will enforce the indomitable rule of Lord Locke. All Marathon discussion will stop henceforth and punishable by a banhammer. I don't think so, Chris. I don't think so. Now, Chris, we did mention you the possibility of getting married to Colin earlier because you were interested in his fact. So, if we do make that happen, where you then do marry Colin, then maybe you would have control over me. But I wouldn't say Micah has control over me right now. That would be unfortunate if you got married to Colin solely to take over the chat in order to enforce the rule of Lord Lockmort, only to find out that you have no power. Have you finished the Deathly Hallows yet? No. I have like 17 or 18 hours left of Deathly Hallows. I'm still pretty much at the beginning. But I am enjoying it. It is very good. Have you seen the game Tamer King of the Dinosaurs? No. I have no idea what that is. Is Colin still under the hacking? I don't know. I have no email from Colin, so hard to say. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. I don't know how Colin's doing. I'm not going to text him because he's trying to figure things out. So we'll just let him be. We'll update everybody and let everybody know. So thank you, everybody, for Sacred Streaming. Sorry we had to cut off in this way. I hope you guys had a good time despite the circumstances. And we'll be back next week. I'm sure Colin will post, so don't worry too much. We'll see you guys later. Goodbye.